Go ahead, Ma.
Nityananda, can you hear me visibly? We're having some technical issues here. Can you hear me? Can somebody speak up and say? You can hear clearly. Nityananda, can you hear me? Can you post it if you can hear me properly?
Yes, ma, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, little echo is there, ma. Yes, we can hear you, but some echo is there, little.
Oh. Okay, everything is muted here. Okay, let me start. So I just wanted to show you, but this how when our intention to be, Swamiji says, how our intention really creates the reality. Swamiji clearly gives us how a story, a Zen master comes out and he is crying, and the disciple asks, why would you cry? And the Zen master says, no, I had a dream of a butterfly. So immediately the disciple said, it's after all a butterfly, you can leave it, why are you crying? So the Zen master beautifully says that I don't know if I'm the butterfly who's having the dream of your master or the master having the dream of the butterfly. That's exactly currently in the reality. We don't know whether we are in illusion, delusion, or we are in the oneness and we are in the reality zone. Simply we are in the dream state, deep sleep state, come back to the illusion, and constantly how we exist is literally unconscious. Hardly any conscious space really occur. Swamiji says so beautifully, 30% of us is about us. We exist. But 70% of us is constantly like a pus it forms for us. Because constantly we are being poked by the society. Anything, any smile we don't get. We go to the office, there are tons of people who just turn their face and go, one, they are busy, two, they are not happy with us being around there. So many places, we kind of constantly get poked. And Swamiji said 70% we are only holding the pus. So though 70% of pain body, which is constantly creating our illusions and delusions and recreating our past into the present moment. Whatever we realize, we are living in the present moment. But constantly when we realize that the past is getting copied into the present, we are literally into the space of reliving the same thing. We are not creating anything new and nothing happens to us. We are only throwing the past and literally like a tape recorder, broken tape recorder, we are only reliving the same thing. But Swamiji says, if you start causing, if you cause one person and if he shows the gratitude, the pus reduces by one person. Same way, how more and more we cause, the more and more space we gain. Constantly we gain that beautiful space and we are able to see more and more of ourselves as the existential reality. Again, he says the more and more 70% we are constantly in our pain points, the pus that we are experiencing. If suppose I call somebody, they have a gratitude towards me that I connected them to the master. Simply I create a beautiful space of oneness where I am able to experience that because now I have a little space for myself. Otherwise I'm stuck with the constant, the pus that I'm going through. The more and more I cause, the more and more space I create for myself to exist instead of the pain points. Otherwise, it's only lots and lots of pain which we go through. Here, I want to bring about how we work. Whenever we take responsibility as leaders, we expand, we are inspired, we have the great space of creating our reality. Whenever we create a leadership space, then we are able to manifest our reality. Responsibility is not work. Responsibility is completely, you are responsible for your inner space, holding the oneness sincerely. I want to give the story of Angam Mumbai. She is a girl, Chettiar's girl, literally who wanted to marry Jnana Sambandar. So her father does all the arrangement and everything. But before Jnana Sambandar could come, she gets a snake bite and she dies. But her will was very clear that she wants to get married to him. She wants to see him. So her father says, okay, Jnana Sambandar did not come and my daughter is also gone. So he burns and makes the ashes and keeps the ashes in the pot. And after that, Jnana Sambandar comes late. And then he gives the pot to him and says, my daughter always wanted to be with you and marry you and live with you. Here is the pot. And so they all ask Jnana Sambandar, you're a great saint. He's one of the 64 saints and one of the top saints. So they ask him, you have so much of power, you can manifest and bless her. So he really manifests her and she comes back to be alive, if you want to be constantly in the space of oneness with Paramashiva and manifest your life, that is completely different. You have to decide, I am going to manifest this reality for me. And responsibility is holding that inside you. Only if you are a leader, you are going to go towards the path of enlightenment. If you're not going to take up the leadership quality, then it is always tiredness, boredom, and constant depression, and then it goes on to disease and death. There are only two paths. If you want to be
The Shastra Pramana.
Sorry? Constantly, we have two paths. We have the human path where we have birth and death cycle. Or we have the leadership responsibility and manifesting more and more reality, manifesting more and more life for ourselves and getting into the space of enlightenment. God and goddesses are completely responsible. The only thing Swamiji sees us how responsible we are with what we declare. So when we take the responsibility, it is not work. Responsibility is not equal to work. It is responding spontaneously. When we take this leadership, when we become the leaders, we are responsible for so many people. They have such a gratitude. We heal ourselves. So the first is not there. The more and more you enrich in God, the more and more people are gratitude that you exist among them. Simply they'll be in a space of oneness. And that is the real oneness you're going to experience, not something else. So the more and more leadership you take, the responsibility you take inside to hold the sincerity and the oneness. Nothing you need to do outside. You hold inside. I am Paramashiva. I am going to be sincere to that. The intention to be will manifest my reality. When I was searching for Adinam, I asked Swamiji for 1.5 years. I waited. Then after 1.5 years, Swamiji blessed our family to come into Adinam as Adinavasi. But I was running a school which was going in a loss. And literally 40 lakhs loss I was having. But we said, okay, Swamiji has said, yes, immediately we packed and come. We came and we said, Swamiji is going to take care of us. Literally, we had 6 months, we had some new people joined the Adinam and they were doing some businesses and they pulled us inside and exactly we got 40 lakhs and then they left. Absolutely, we had no idea how it just got solved, but it got solved. My intention to be an Adinavasi for 1.5 years created that reality and just solved all the problems among us. My son's sickness, my husband's problems, my financial problems, everything got solved. Because the intention to be Adinavasi took care of everything. Understand, your intention has power. That is why I wanted to tell the story. From ashes, she came alive. It is not some mythology, some story. It is real. In the temple, even today, you go, the pot is there, the deity is there, and everybody can see the deity. Understand how we exist, the existential reality. What we are currently going through is only you have to doubt. Because of your self-doubt, you're missing the intention to be. The self-doubt constantly creates, how can I get money? I don't have any money. How can I come to Paramashiva? No. Do you have intention to be there? That's all matters. If you have an intention, see, even for sports, if I want to be an Olympics champion, I have to get swimming, I have to get the coaching for gym days, I have to get multiple areas of training. Then only I can be an Olympic champion. If for walking on the road, I don't need all the training. For me to die and become depressed, I don't need any training. If I'm going to get enlightened, I am part of SMKT, then I need different training. One training is called SMKT training, one training is Sangha training, one is Pada Puja training, one is Paramashiva training. Go and grab everything if you want to realize the Paramashiva in you. Go and grab everything you want to achieve that enlightened space. Then Master, make them sit in the after Swamiji said a beautiful story. When he was walking on the bridge, he just said his disciples, sit down. And he has to sit down and see the bridge till the bridge starts moving and water stops. And once he sees that, he has to get up and come and tell the master. What kind of how difficult it is. Here Swamiji gives manifestation power, raises your frequency, makes you subtler and subtler and subtler. How in the video they're talking about the atom, the quantum level. Once you are able to see yourself in that level of detail, you will simply start manifesting more powers, because you know you are working in the quantum level. Simply reality can be changed by you. You will know it and you will manifest it. More and more manifestation, more and more your intelligence starts subtler and subtler, and more powerful cognition, which makes you even subtler. So these two, Swamiji takes you so beautifully, but he gives you certain tasks that we have to take up, especially the leadership. If you say, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have this, then we are living limited cognition. You have to step out of that. That's why again he said, you cannot swim in sewage water and try to smell sandalwood. Either you're in sewage or in sandalwood. You cannot be half pregnant. Either you're pregnant or not pregnant. There can be only two things. We are all adults. We are mature. Let's take a decision. Either I'm going to live Paramashiva. I am Paramashiva. Manifest the powers. Or I'm going to always live no money, no this, no that, this problem, that problem. Either one, we have to start living. If we decide I want to get enlightened, then start living I am Paramashiva. I am possibility. That is the first statement you have to give. Once you say I am possibility, you can't say I can't take leadership role. I don't have time. It is too late for me. I have my family. Then again you're going back. Apply it for everything. Swamiji says, from brushing the teeth to the night, go on applying the powerful cognition everywhere. Understand how he is coaching you. He is in you coaching continuously. It's not when you come for SMKT, he coaches, and when you go to office, he's not there. He's exactly sitting there seeing you how you're manifesting your reality. Or are you into the suffering of, no, I have to do this, I have to do that. Wherever you are, the intention to be when you're in peaceful space inside, restful awareness inside, you become the whole space of completion inside, and you have only Paramashiva as the oneness. Simply whatever you want, life happens to you. You don't have to chase life. Life happens to God and goddesses. They don't go and chase life. Sun God, moon God. Exactly. One day Swamiji came and told me in Gurukul, Ma, we have to raise the kids like Ganesha and Subramania. Understand, he is raising all of you like all the goddesses and gods that you know. We raise our frequency, literally we'll be seeing them and meeting them and talking to them. Maybe have a SMKT meeting with them. We never know. Understand what Swamiji is giving and raise yourself. If we are deciding to stuck, nobody can help us. Take up as much as responsibility. Take up as much as causing, so that all the pus and wound is healed. And do not postpone. Every time you postpone, it becomes n times difficult for you. The more you postpone or your decision, Swamiji said so beautiful. One person was dying in cancer in 1 month, and doctor has told him to have a surgery. And he's saying to Swamiji, no, I postponed. I don't want to think about it now. If you postpone, you're going closer to the death. Why would you do that? If you know there's a problem, you should fix it. That is how we work. If you know there's a problem and you postpone, something seriously wrong. Both are contradictory. Take an action now. If you take an action now, I'm Paramashiva, nothing, you hold the cognition. I am Paramashiva. I am oneness with Paramashiva. I am not going to suffer inside. Problems exist, but not the suffering. If you do not suffer and hold the oneness inside, taking the responsibility, simply Swamiji will come and manifest the reality for you. He says, I will be there there to manifest the reality. Whether you're committing for demo, whether you're committing for healing, whether you're committing for causing, I will be there and do it. He says, the integrity, authenticity, responsibility is yours. Causing is mine. When you say it, I have to make it happen. Because you made a sankalpa and I am responsible for that. I have to make the reality if you don't have the doubt. If you do not have the doubt, he will simply make it happen. Whatever you cause, it is literally you're saying, Swamiji is coming here and taking care of your problem. You decide to come to Paramashiva. Simply you will see a problem, that person's problem is solved and they will be in Paramashiva. You have to hold that oneness faith. That is the gift for being a Paramashiva. So beings of Paramashiva, if you want to live, that's exactly what we need to do. One last thing I want to say before we go into the power manifestation, the Pusala story that Swamiji shared during the Mahasadashiva. The Pusala was a Pandit. He knows Agama, science, how to build a temple. But he didn't have any money. So this king who had lots of money, he's building a huge temple there in Tamil Nadu in South India. And he is inviting Paramashiva to come and inaugurate the temple. This Pusalar, every day, he will read that book. Sincerely, he built a temple in his heart. He sincerely built a temple in his heart. And he also called Paramashiva on the same day to inaugurate his temple in the heart. And this, the king who was sleeping, the Paramashiva goes to his dream and tells him, hey, I have another devotee who has a temple built and I have to go there. I cannot come for your temple. The king is so shocked. Who is this person sitting in my place and building a temple that I don't know? And Paramashiva is going to his temple and not mine. So the king runs and sees what happened. And Paramashiva has come there just to bless him. That temple, Paramashiva literally takes it from his depth and puts it outside and creates a real temple. Understand? Even today the temple is there and we cannot see the carving mark because it is taken from the heart of this devotee. How life happens when you really connect to the Master. Master is not some person. Please do not think God is a person. Divine is really divine. I think first the belief has to raise that Swamiji has come down and sacrificing all this for us raised to that level. And when we are holding Swamiji inside, simply we can create the reality. It is our intention to be. All the satsangs us our intention to, without doubting, taking the showing the leadership and going on committing to people. I will be there to fulfill everything. He declares it. But we have not even tested it. We have lived as humans so long. Why can't we step out of it and live as Paramashiva? It's okay we fail in two things. We have failed in million things and we still want to live in the human way. He will declare that I am going to be Paramashiva. He says you don't have to do anything outside. Hold me inside and I will take care. Do not have the worry, incompletion, how do I do it, what should I do? He will guide us. Holding that space inside and taking more and more responsibility. If two things click for you, like I said, I was able to do 40 lakhs and till now my school is running after even 10 years. And a simple teacher is taking care. Not even a big somebody is taking. Nobody, everybody, everything is running. Number one class school. After I left only everything is happening properly. Like how you saw when she turned the balls are bouncing. Like that, literally life has started happening. How is it happening? Only when we have that trust, Swamiji will take care and boldly walk. And only then we are going to manifest our reality. Otherwise, we are stuck. How will we manifest all these powers? Everywhere, the Gopuram, the Tiruvannamalai temple, such a huge temple. going to build the Gopuram, the tower, temple tower, the entrance. So she goes to the Mysore Maharaja and says, I want to build the guard in the temple. Palace says, I cannot allow you inside. She sits and then manifests herself in the courtyard as two people. And simply when she appeared there, she said, I am also in the gate, I am also here. I have come here to take some grants for building my temple tower. The Raja was shaken. He called his guard and asked, is she outside also? And God says, yes, she is outside also. Then literally fell on her feet and took blessings from her. And literally he said, I will support anything for what you ask. See each person's, the ultimate will that you have, it is not that difficult. In our dream, we appear and something new that we can't do. Not realize that the dream, when the dream comes true, your reality is, whenever your dream comes true, your reality is done. Understand, when you take responsibility more and more, get yourself so. Swamiji says that is when you are me. You are becoming me. Will you become me? I ask the question. The more and more when you take the responsibility, more and more you cherish the gratitude space from people. That is when exactly you are becoming me. Because Swamiji is cherishing that only. He has such a large gratitude space from such a large devotee. So will you become me is what? When you want to become Paramashiva, you are becoming Swamiji. And how Swamiji exists? Go on giving, giving, giving. So life is showering in spite of all the problems and all the craziness which is going on that he's going through. He doesn't get disturbed in the inner space. He goes on showering. So life starts showering, abundance starts happening without anything, him even being available. Everything is happening much more than we can imagine. So understand, we can also live like that. He's teaching us to live like that through his own ways. Even after this sacrifice, we don't live it, then we are really blind. We have to take the responsibility, continuously start living our life. Our goal is only enlightenment. You are not anybody who is thinking that you are doing seva, service or help to the organization. Please, you're in the path of tiredness, boredom and depression. Please be very clear. You cannot help anything in this organization. We can only help when we help ourselves in the organization. We have to help ourselves get enlightened. That is the real help. Take responsible of leadership. Go on causing, go on doing the acharya. Only then we are going to get out of the illusion. There's no way we are going to get out sitting sleeping. We just have to declare inside, I am going to hold the oneness space. I'm going to take lots of responsibility. I'm going to manifest that reality. I'm not going to work hard. Again, work hard is boredom, tiredness. Be very clear which is boredom, tiredness route and which is expansion route. Expansion route is no hard work. It is only smart work. Connect to Swamiji, manifest. Connect to Swamiji, manifest. Right now, that is how I'm connected to internet. Understand, you have to constantly be in the space of survival. Only then you will really realize that you have to take up the responsibility. Not after root shock happens. SMKT Swamiji created to create that beautiful space of being active, being responsible, being leadership, being causing, to get our enlightened space. When monkey became a man was building a skyscraper. He cannot get that few bricks from the monkey and build it. Understand very clearly. Nothing in Sangha moves just because you are helping. If you have that cognition, complete that cognition. Right now, I want you to do a small completion with respect to the responsibility and postponement. Anytime we are going to post you one small assignment, let's take this assignment, complete with our postponement and all our tiredness, boredom, can I take up more? That is how we can break our pattern. It's like I do exercise only for 1 hour. Can I get an Olympic gold medal? I have to do 10 hours. If I want to stand there in the Olympic gold field, like I have to get a gold, then I have to do something. So if you sit and say, I'll do SMKT 1 hour per week, what? Take up as much as you can fill yourself. And some people, we make more to learn how to more time. Become Paramashiva, become the god and goddesses by taking something really. Not saying, okay, when it comes to real, I will step back. No, either pregnant or not pregnant. You can't be both. Be very at least clear about that. Either I have to take leadership, responsibility, keep my purse, and go on creating gratitude space for me, and go on enriching and make myself enlightened. Manifest the reality. Hold the oneness space and be in restful awareness. That is all I need to do. Or I'm going to be bored, tired, sick, and then death. I can be only one. I can't say, I don't know, I'll be Paramashiva, I don't have money. No, then you are in that path. Even if you sit in Paramashiva, nothing will happen. So let's write this assignment. Mark, can you post the assignment, please? Yes, thank you. All the things which are postponing. Postponing is the biggest problem for responsibility. All the ideas, wants, desire that you postpone, even for your own things. If you will do the same thing in your life, it's not only enlightenment. Your family, your work, everywhere we do the same thing. No time, can't do it, it is impossible, it is difficult. Difficult is the best word ever used. As bad as impossible. So let's take and complete from the space with the cognition, I am Paramashiva. Declare to be sincere. That's all Swamiji says. Sincerity will be tested, but sincerity is will persistent. To my responsibility to hold that I am Paramashiva, decide very clearly. Swamiji will manifest, simply manifest everything to us once I become leader, because my intention to be, my will persistence and my sincerity to take up responsibility, simply Swamiji loves to happen to us. We came here to celebrate Swamiji, not to suffer. All of us are supposed to celebrate so much in wonder without any doubt. Simply somebody will come and say, hey, your bank account, everything is paid. Yes, if you have a question, please post it. Yes, ma, we'll post it in the chat also. Yes, please post it in the group chat also. Yes, it will take 5 minutes, write down, and then we'll go to the sutra. If you have any questions privately, you can post it, or you want to post some question, please go ahead and post it. Let's get out of all this and start celebrating Paramashiva. Yes, ma'am, please post it in the chat.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda now.
Yes. Thank you, Joyce. You can get the sutra. Here, Swamiji just says the same thing what we saw as the video, as the cognition. He says, we are going to work with the plant. If you can have a plant, that will be wonderful. Or if you don't have a plant, any object is fine. But we are going to work on the object. Yes, she's getting the sutra itself. The sutra is beautifully translated. How when we look beyond, I'm not going to translate the sutra, we say the sutra and then translate. Swamiji says, when you understand, when you look at a rose and you see beyond the rose, the color of the rose, the smell of the rose attribute, when you see that not as an atom, but as an energy, the other side of it, the quantum side of it, when you're able to see as an energy, simply you will be able to see anything, whether it is the people, everything as energy. Then you have shifted into the other cognition itself. The deeper and deeper when you connect to something, as yourself, you start experiencing this. That is what when you manifest powers, your buddhi becomes very intelligent to understand this cognition. So, Ma, you can play the sutra, Ma.
Dimension. The Shastra Pramana for the power of depth dimension is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 59, Dharana 36. Gathadibhanjane drishtim bittistyakta vinikshipet tulyam takshanat gatva tallaya tanmayo bhavet. Gatadibhanjane drishtim bittistyakta vinikshipet tulyam takshanat gatva tallaya tanmayo bhavet.
Thank you, Ma. So here he says, just fix your sight to the third eye, inside the pot or the object, with a single pointed awareness, dropping the idea of that object has any length, breadth, any characteristics, any shapes, any support, anything. Whatever that object has, drop that, complete with that. Just have a single point, just look at it. Just when we merge with it, at the very moment, the yogi is us, having absorbed into the depth of the object. When we are able to connect to the depth of the object, instantaneously enter into the space of oneness, space of uniting with the object and absorb into the complete oneness happens. You just become one with the object and you become one with yourself. That's how we exist in our body. We are expanding a little bit to that object itself. Especially the plants immediately respond because literally plants speak to us. They are very, very close to humans. So they really connect to us very fast. If you can have a pot next to you which has few leaves, or if you can get a bouquet which is there in your house, or anything which is a plant there, or can you pick up a small pot from outside, that's also good. Anything that you can connect. If you don't have anything, then you can have an object, a pencil, a pen, any object. If you're going to move the object, make sure you trace the object from the point you're going to move, so that if it moves, you will know. You just mark the trace the object, keep the object, so you will clearly know. Yeah, we're going to post the instruction also. We had instructed to get a plants for the department lead. So if they can have a plant, that will be nice. You can post the instruction in the Zoom chat and the screen. Mahavakya, once you connect with the plant and just be in oneness with Swamiji, do not allow any thoughts inside. Switch off. Thought is an action. You can switch off. When you're deep sleep, you are switching off every night. So switch off the thought. Simply be with the Mahavakya. Decide to be with Mahavakya and hold the oneness. The oneness can be a hug, darshan or DDA call, anything. Your complete romance with the cosmos. Paramashiva, Swamiji himself. So complete oneness and chant the Mahavakya. Visualize Swamiji in the third eye. Simply you see the object. Literally, if it is a plant, it will be dancing. So let's start the Mahavakya. Thanks a lot.
परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। शिवोऽहम् 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 शिवोऽहम्। नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम्। परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम्।
ahead.
Yes. Nityananda. Nityananda. Thank you, Swamiji. Beautiful. Please post your experience on chat, Zoom chat. Don't miss this sharing session. See, each of the sharing sessions is very important that when we mirror into each other. So please do not log off and go off, just few more minutes. Please be with the sharing, and whoever wants to share and anybody wants to share, they can unmute and share also. I did with Tulsi plant and it moved. Dr. Shilpama, you're rocking every day. I don't know what happened to you now. That is beautiful. Tulsi plant, obviously they respond because every day probably you're talking to them. Superb. Wow, we are doing depth dimensions. If we break this, we are in the only timeline. We are Paramashiva. Yes, come on. Please post. Anybody moved any object also, you can post. Yes, ma, go ahead. You want to share? Please unmute and share. We are not. Yes. Bodhanama, where is she? She's been moving a lot of things. Yes, please go ahead. Share, ma, unmute and share.
I feel like I saw it move slightly 3 times, but I didn't get it on recording. Very slight movement.
Celebrate whatever Swamiji shows. Please celebrate vibration on my money plant. Oh, okay,
Okay, I'm telling the plant that it has to move big enough to record, but it's not happening.
that's okay. Even if you didn't record, please share. That's perfectly okay. Sonima, Bodhama, and here we have posted a video recording of WhatsApp group. Oh wow. Yes. If you can post it in Kailash Kotiar Manifesting Power Group also, that would be nice, ma. Wow. Plants was moving and dancing. Can you believe that word? She's gone to next level. She's saying that dancing. USB stick moved 2 mm. Superb. On the ground you're moving, man. That's amazing. I did a small wild plant. It was moving and shaking many times. Superb. That's awesome. See, already we have so many people manifesting. Superb. And we are doing depth dimension. This is not just a normal thing. Understand? Simply Swamiji's presence is so high. I have seen gentle vibration in the rose plant. Beautiful. See, all this is only telling you again and again your intention to be and manifest everything. I did with my sissy plant. One more person. Wow. As well, it was still at first and then it started swaying prominently. What words? Wow. Cool. This is Ma Vimukta. Super Ma. Felt blissful and silent inside. That's wonderful. See, even powerful cognition and power manifestation, it goes hand in hand. It's like a right hand and left hand. Which is better? Both are best. So, powerful cognition and power manifestation makes us more and more mirror into the higher consciousness. That's why I keep all telling everybody, don't leave a sharing session. That is like a cream of everything, essence of everything. If you didn't be anywhere, my bamboo plant leaf moved. Super. Yes, ma'am. Can you post that form, ma'am? Joyce? I want you all to go ahead and fill the form that we are going to post now. Joyce Ma is posting, take up more and more space for yourself. How many ever can grab it, go and grab it. This is the best gift that Swamiji can give us. This is a leadership form where you can commit yourself. Go and commit everywhere. When I started being in the ashram, I committed for Annalaya. I committed for, already I was doing Gurukul and engineers, and we created syllabus book publication, and we committed for Annalaya, and we committed for temple and the Sacred Heart. Literally, we were running a mini world, I used to tell the kids. We have our own mini world to experience. Swamiji has created a park for us to experience everything so that when we go to the real life, we can start living that. And literally, it helped us. See, Swamiji is only manifesting everything. What are we doing with kids? I just had only kids. Everything they will do. That's why when Kumbh Mela came, we just celebrated like anything. The joy of taking up and enjoying Swamiji, our job is to only be in oneness. If we can keep that, that is Tyaga. That's all. We should not be worried. Limitation, nothing. Just go on. Here we have camas. I did on my sick cat. Wow. Which is laying down from a distance in a silence. It suddenly opened and looked at me. It then turned around and opened their eyes, big, which is rarely to see in this few days. Wow. Blessings, Ma, for your cat. Let it get healed. All of us, blessings for the cat. So beautifully, anytime you want any blessing, you can always send to us. The Balasans continuously are doing blessings, so you can send me a mail with your photo and the details. I felt a vibration in the plant. Some red glitter, wow, appeared in my hand, and I felt a real presence and love of Swamiji, which made me cry. Wow. I felt at another level of oneness. Thank you, Ma, sharing. See, this moment is what we should not miss. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ma, with us. That's really very nice. Your personal, emotional moment you're sharing with us at oneness deep space. Usually during Pada Puja, we usually feel that, right? So many people have come in Pada Puja. They only cry and cry the whole time. It's not crying, but just melting. Swamiji beautifully says, whenever you do Pada Puja with your eyes, water, that is the best Pada Puja. So that's beautiful, Ma. Yes, please don't forget to fill the form. Take life. We are not here to exploit anybody. And what do I do with all of these forms and everything? This is where you have to become intelligent and take up everything and manifest as your reality. We want you to take up everything and fully do manifestation. How you did a plant moving, exactly you're going to do that form, and exactly you're going to hold the space to manifest all your reality. Only if you take it to your life, then the reality you will shift so much in your life. And this shift will give you a shift in your job, create abundance, family, give you relationship, everything gets solved. So beautiful, Ma.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what you were saying. So,
Yes, go ahead.
see, based on what Ma Advait shared today, we are just adding, identifying people who want to be groomed into leaders, experiencing, basically radiating the leadership quality, leadership consciousness. Not a quality, actually, it's a consciousness. The Ishvaratva, see, Akshay Guna of Paramashiva, he has many, many, many Akshay Gunas. What Akshay Guna we relate with, we radiate that. So people who relate with the Akshaya Guna of Ishwaratva means his leadership consciousness. We want to take one group of people and also basically they will be manifesting this leadership consciousness in every dimension of life. You cannot be a leader in one dimension and not be a leader in the other dimension, because leadership comes from your very state, not from the status. That is the first thing about leadership. So each of you have signed up to be leads in your respective zones for a specific department, right? We have 10 departments, and each of you have worked with your local mahant to sign up to be a lead for one of the 10 departments. Some of you have chosen more than one, which is good. If you understand what I'm saying, please show a thumbs up. right? The 10 departments, one of the departments you have chosen to be a lead, and that's why you're attending this training. If you're an SMKT attending this training, then this is not applicable for you. If you are a lead attending the 11-day leads training, this is because you signed up to be a lead for one of the departments, one of the 10 departments of your Sangha. You know which department that will be, because when you signed up for the training, you chose, okay, I've chosen to be a lead for this department. Now, what we are also doing among these leads, for example, let's say one department is causing. Okay, now causing will be there will be a person who's leading causing in Europe, there will be a person who's leading causing in Australia, there will be a person who's leading causing in Los Angeles, there will be a person who's leading causing in San Jose. In each Sangha we will have one person leading causing. Am I correct? Show a thumbs up if you are with me till now. Now, among all these different causes, we want whoever wants to be radiating the consciousness of Ishwaratva, means you want to radiate that consciousness of leadership for in your department. You can sign up to be trained as a global causing lead. What that means is you will be the person, the main point of like a coordinator amongst the causing lead of different zones. So the causing lead of LA plus causing lead of San Jose, causing lead of Seattle, causing lead of Toronto, for coordinating with all of them, you will be that main point of contact. Whether if it is going to be one meeting or just collecting the reports from the different zones, or ensuring that everybody is following all the instructions, all the zones are in alignment with the instructions, ensuring and radiating that leadership consciousness for that one department across all zones is what we call as a global lead. Am I clear in what I'm saying? So there will be one global lead for a temple, maybe one or two. There will be, each department will have local leads, which is all of you. And then there will be one global lead for a specific department. Currently we have a global lead, we have a lead for a zone, which is a Mahant. Then we have a lead for each department. We are also going to have a global lead who will coordinate with all the local leads across all the zones. So it is easy for us to maybe have a quick follow-up with all of you to ensure all of you have the information that you want to be able to consolidate the reports and present to us. So to have an effective way to make things happen locally and globally. So we want to choose people who want to radiate this leadership quality, who want to be trained to manifest the Shakti of leadership. Please understand, it is not any training, it is only manifestation of that Akshaya Guna of Paramashiva, of Ishwaratva. So if you want to be picked up or signed up to be trained to expand your leadership role in every dimension of your life, this is the way to do it. You can take up this leadership. You don't need to know anything specific. It is nothing to do with the knowledge. It is to do with your consciousness. Somebody who has that consciousness and who wants to radiate that quality of consciousness, because all of us have all of these qualities. Whether we want to radiate that actively in our life, taking up that leadership role, coordinating with all, continuously you will have to be. It is not a matter of time, it is only a matter of involving and taking that leadership role to really take that one department to a successful productive outcome, in which way it also indirectly leads to a success in your inner space, success in your radiating Paramashivatva. That is why the whole Sangha is there. So for those of you who want to step up one step more in terms of leading this global amongst all the leads across all the zones for one specific department, they will be called as a global lead. So if you want to sign up to be a global lead, means you will be directly working very closely with the Kailas administration team and directly also coordinating with all the leads across all the zones. At the max, it may be like you will need to have one meeting, maybe a 30-minute or a 40-minute meeting every day with all the local leads, saying, hey, where are we, what we are doing, what is our next step, and if they need anything, coordinating with the headquarters and providing what information is required, so all of us can move progressively towards the goal that we want to achieve. Is this clear to everyone? Show a thumbs up. Did I explain it clearly? Because there are many terms, so I just want to ensure all of you understood. Yes. So if you do want to sign up, the link is being posted. Joyce, can you post the link again? So the link is being posted for signing up to be a global lead. You can sign up. We will only pick and choose because more than one of you can sign up for a specific department. We'll just choose, based on, we'll talk to you and we will see how your comfort factor is. You don't need to know anything. Okay, it has nothing to do with the knowledge that you have in or the lack of it in a specific department. It is only a matter of your involvement and you wanting to radiate that Ishwaratva. The more and more Akshaya Gunas we radiate, more and more closer and closer to Paramashiva we become. So yes, so radiating Ishwaratva, become Ishwara, a leader, by signing up to be a global lead. So you can click on that. And if whoever wants to sign up can sign up to be a global lead for one department. You will be given an opportunity to choose only one department, and that has to be your department. Means if you are a lead for temple in Australia, you cannot be a global lead for causing. You can only be a global lead for temple. Whatever department that you're already in, you can sign up to be a global lead, which means you will coordinate with all the leads across all the departments, all across all the zones. You cannot be in one department and then be a global lead for some other department. That will not work. And only one department you can be a global lead for. I know there are people who have chosen to be a local lead for more than one department, which is okay. But as far as a global lead is concerned, you can choose only one department that you can be a global lead for. You can choose which of the, if you're having multiple departments locally, globally, you can choose which department you want to be a global lead for. Okay. It does need commitment. It does need responsibilism from your side. But more importantly, it is only manifesting different dimensions and Akshaya Gunas of Paramashiva more than anything else. And you will evolve beautifully because directly you will be in the, directly you'll be in a close touch with the Kailash administration team. So we can work with you directly, and your spiritual evolution will be much, 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 much faster. Your manifestation of Paramashiva will also be very quicker. So if anybody wants a fast track to enlightenment, then Ishwaratva is the way to go. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Madhvit. Go ahead. That's all I wanted to add.
No other way to go. That is the only way to go. Yes. And also today the forms are filled. Only 38 people have filled the form. Can you make Joyce, can you post that form, and whoever's yesterday they attended the class or they saw through the video, please take the form survey, yesterday's class survey. Yes. Please, whoever has not taken, this gives us an input of what you have gone through yesterday. Just take it 5 minutes. It's just like 10 questions. It won't make you more than 2 minutes to fill the form. It's just a click, click, click. That's all it has. So please go ahead and click. That gives us a real good input as to how we need to shift from where we exist. And we are monitoring like every day whether you're filling the form, all the people, like how you're progressing and what you're doing. So please go ahead and take the form. We'll end the session in a couple of minutes. Form, you can just put done. So I know like many are done with the form. You just end the session. Yes. thermometer tomorrow. We are going to do something with measuring the temperature. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Swamiji. Let's surrender all the Shaktis so that the Shaktis become the Buddhi and end with the Purna Mantra. Let's visualize Swamiji in the third eye and chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamakaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagwan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Padakarpanam Astu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, all the God and goddesses, all the Paramashiva. Thank you, Nityananda.
Thank you.
Thank you, Advait.
Thank you, Ma. Nityanandam. Thank you so much.
Nityanandam.
Thank you, Ma. Nityanandam.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, everybody. Nityanandam. Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you, Ma. Nityanandam.